But for all of his success as an activist, Bono remains a rock star at the core. He and the rest of the band have vacation homes in the south of France, the epicenter of celebrity lifestyle.
How did you end up here? I mean, how did you end up the south of France as opposed to Spain, Italy?
There's always been an Irish-French thing going back to what's called the Flight of Earls, and in the 19th century. So they're very tolerant of loud Irish people here, as you can see. They like to keep a little low profile.
The fact is, Bono's celebrity profile could hardly be bigger.
Very good.
I'm here, you're there.
Rockstar sunglasses aside, he dispenses with it as much as possible.
I've seen you at a couple of places, not on tour.
Right.
And you didn't have security around.
No.
You were just sitting in a restaurant.
No.
So when you're not on tour, you don't travel with security?
No.
You don't have a posse?
No, I don't have a posse. Am I missing that? Have you got one? I bet you've got a posse.
I don't have a posse. I got a crew I travel with.
I said posse. I just, I've always, our thing in being in U2 is like, how do you be, but not have to have all that bull that goes with being famous and so answer number one, live in Ireland. Okay, that helped.
But
okay.
We're in south of France.
Answer number two, live in the south of France. Why live in France? Because the French are so snobbish. The French are so into themselves, they don't even notice you.
Truth is, Bono and the band are treated like royalty on the French Riviera and spend as much time here as possible.
I'm afraid we didn't get much sleep last night.
Yeah. On tour this summer, they commuted to many of their European concerts from here. Their ride, a private jet.
The reason we hub out of the south here is because people's families can be based in one place and it's summer holidays, so it means people get to spend more time at home.
I mean, we're essentially into the simple life. That's the simple, no nonsense. Where's that champagne?
Poking fun of themselves is something they do well and often. At the height of their early fame, almost 20 years ago, Frank Sinatra joined in at one of his Las Vegas concerts.
During the show, he stood up. He stopped us and made us kind of stand up and do the wave thing. And we were dressed in, rags, just in comparison with sort of...
And he was impeccable.
He was impeccable and just stopped. He said, "You're number one all around the world." He said, "Look at you. You haven't spent a dime on your clothes."
Today, they do spend millions on their concert production. Every last detail of their sets is state-of-the-art.
Cheers.
Even a cappuccino machine under the stage.
This is a nice little perk to have back here.
I think being on the road, it's the little things that make the difference.
Yeah.
That goes for the music, too. At the sound check in Spain, it's evident that this four-piece band gets a lot out of their instruments. Part of their secret, guitar technology.
It's like a programmable switching system, so I can go through any combination of effects.
So if you're playing, for example, what is meatball?
Meatball is an effect.
So meatball compared to, say,
Oh, you're gonna
Big
go
Muff.
Big Muff. Oh, Big Muff is.
But Larry Mullen makes his job as simple as possible.
you don't do those big drum solos.
I don't do drum solos. That's fairly simple and straightforward. But because I'm not that good, I've got to concentrate quite hard. So there are moments where I look like I'm in excruciating pain.